What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. So first there's a few basics you need to know about the Rubik's Cube. These are center pieces, these pieces in the middle here. There are 6 of them. They will not move, they will rotate, but they will always be on the same spot on the cube. The second kind of piece we have is an edge piece, which is this kind of piece. They will always be in the edge piece spot. And then the third and final type of piece is a corner piece. Those are these pieces on the corners. You cannot move them out of a corner piece spot. So those are the 3 types of pieces. That's how they move. A couple other things before we start learning how to solve the Rubik's Cube. There are algorithms. So those are usually represented by letters. So R would represent right, so then right side clockwise. And then sometimes R with a line next to it on the top would be right inverted, so that's right side counterclockwise. There's also up, left side, bottom, or down, because back is also B and front is F. So yeah, so inverted is just so you know that's counterclockwise. And it always goes by the face, so front would be front clockwise. Front inverted would be front counterclockwise, so you see the opposite way of the clock. So, before you need to learn how to solve Rubik's Cube and do the 6 steps to solve it, you gotta scramble it. So let's just do that right now. Okay guys, so as this is the beginner method, the first step is really easy. You can basically just solve it in your head. But if you can't, this is what you need to do. The goal is to get all these white edge pieces onto the yellow face. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one's right here. I need it to go there, so I'll just move that up like that. And it looks like we have another one here. I need that there, so I'll just flip this side around. We have one here, and I need it there, so I'll just move that like that, come back and move that up, and here's the last piece, just put it up there. So, and then the idea is we want to get a white cross here, but we also want the white pieces to have the other side correct with its center. So the whole white cross and these pieces on each side. So to do that, we need to line up the side of these pieces with their correct centers. So this is green, so we need a green center here. So I'll just rotate the bottom until it becomes green. So see, that matches up now. That's green and green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this side 180 degrees. So now it's on the bottom and it's in the correct spot. So here I need orange and red. Make sure not to turn this layer at all, because then it'll mess up your green. So don't turn this layer. Always turn this layer here. So we need orange, so we'll move it to orange, then flip that 180 degrees. Same with red and blue. So that is the first step on how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Okay guys, so the second step to solve the Rubik's Cube is we need to get these white corner pieces up into this white corner. So we have the entire first layer all matched up with their centers. So that's the idea here. Because we don't just want the white side solved and then this all mixed up around here. We want the whole white side solved. So to do this, we need to first find a white corner. So there's one right here. So we'll move it over here so it matches up with the red face. So the red centerpiece should match up with the red side on the opposite side of the cube. So that should be on the bottom. So then to put it up here, we need to move the bottom over, and then bring this side down, put the bottom back over, and move that side back up. So that way we don't lose either of the edge pieces here. And then see, that's nice and solved, and it looks nice. So then we have an orange piece here. So now we need to match that up with the orange center. So this is blue, that's orange. So then you need to move the bottom over the other way, and then move this side down, move that back over so it matches up, and then replace it. So then you have all that in there, like so. Now, sometimes you may have the case where the corner you need is on the bottom. So, because, I could show you that one, but we have that issue where the corner you need is on the bottom here. So to put this up here, we need to move this down like this. Oh, and it also has to be in an unsolved edge. So if you do this on a solved edge, it's not going to work, or corner. So move this down and turn the bottom 180 degrees and then put it back up. And then you have the edge in a place where we can solve it. So match it up with the red side here. Move it over, move that side down, and put it up. Now, sometimes you may have the case where your corner is already in the top face, but it is not oriented correctly. Now, there's no cheating, you can't just turn the corner like this and be, yeah, I'm done, because then you won't be able to solve it in the end. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this side down, and then just move the bottom out, so you can see the white piece here. And then we're going to put that side back up. And then you just solve it, like a normal piece that matches up with blue, moves over, and replace. And that is how you solve the white side. Okay, so the third step of how to solve the Rubik's Cube. We already got this first layer solved, so all of this side should be solved. If that's not solved, go back to the part before this. So, now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to put the correct edge pieces in to finish the second layer. So when we're done with this whole second layer is going to be solved. Now, if you're lucky, you'll have all the pieces in like this, in which case you could skip to the next step, which is spectacular, because I don't like this step personally. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to find a piece that we need from the bottom. So, all the edge pieces on the bottom layer that have yellow in it we can't use. So we cannot use this piece. Looks like all the other pieces we can use. So I'm going to pick a piece. I'm just going to say this piece. So we're going to look at the side, so the white side's on the top, and it looks like we have orange here. So we want to match that up with the orange side. So we have an orange T here. This is a great example of a T. So then once you get the T, you're going to look at it from the bottom, and then you're going to move the front side anti-clockwise, counterclockwise. So, going to move the front side. Actually, wait, that's not entirely true. So, in this case, we're trying to move it over this way. So, you want to move it away from the side you're going to. And then you're going to move the bottom toward the side you're going to. And then you're going to bring the piece down that you want to put it into. And then you're going to move the center layer over, just like this. And then you're going to bring the right side back up. And then you have that piece in its spot, but now the white layer is broken. So to fix the white layer, you're just going to bring this side up, going to move that little edge piece over, and put it in by putting the middle down, and then bringing the bottom back over with the edge piece in it. And then just going to move the middle layer back up. So that does nothing, really. It just replaces the white. It doesn't ruin anything if you do it correctly. Now, it looks like we have another piece on the bottom that we can use. So we want that red piece in here. So first you create a red T. So we have the T. And then we want red and green, so we're going to the left. So you want to move it away first. Then the bottom goes toward it. Then you want to bring the piece down that you want to replace. Then you move the middle layer over to replace the piece. And then that side goes back up. And then you have to fix the white, so this side goes up so the white's mostly solved. Move the edge piece over out of the way. Move this side down. To move the middle slice down. Replace it. And put the middle slice back up. And it looks like we have an orange one here. Orange T. Move it away. Bottom goes toward it. Left side the side you want to replace goes down. Replace the piece and put that side back up. And then you got to fix the white. and then it looks like we have the entire second layer solved. Now, there is a special circumstance where you might have a piece in here backwards like this. You can't have a piece in backwards. So if you're going to have a piece in backwards like this, you need to just take another piece, pretend it's that piece. So if I'm pretending this piece is that piece, I'm going to pretend this is the orange side. So I'm going to move it out, and I'm going this way. So I need to bring the bottom layer over this way. Move this side down, replace the middle piece, put that side back up, and then I need to fix the white. So it's just the same as putting a piece in, it's not the real piece. It's just bringing the piece back out so then you can put it in. So see, now I can put the orange piece in just like normal. It's going this way, so move it away first, bottom towards, bring the slice down you want to replace it, put that side back up, then you want to fix the white. So yeah, that is how to solve the second layer. Okay, so on this step we're trying to make the yellow cross. So we want all the yellow edge pieces in place. We don't have to orient them yet. We just want them in place so we have a yellow cross. So now there are three circumstances. Well, there's three cases you can have for this. You can have a line like this, or you can have a hook. So we'll start off with the hook. And to do the hook, oh, actually, there's a third case. The third case is where you have no edge pieces in at all. So if you have that case, just do either one of these algorithms. Either one will work. So you're going to hold it with the yellow face on top, and then you're going to go front, if you have the hook, front, up, right, up inverted, right inverted, front inverted. So then that will get you the white cross if you have the hook. If you have none, just do that, and then you will have to do one of these algorithms again. But if you have the line, what you're going to do is hold the white side on the yellow side on the top again. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. This is probably one of the simplest steps. It'll get you the yellow cross. It's actually pretty basic. As basic as algorithms get, typically, I think. Yeah, yellow cross. So now after you solve the cross, there are many cases, but the only one we're worried about is if you have this fish-looking thing. So if you have this fish-looking thing where there's only these three corners that are unsolved, and you want to put the solved corner in the bottom left corner. So if you have that, you're going to want to hold on, don't do anything right now, wait till later in this segment. If you don't have that, what you're going to do is in the front left corner, you want a yellow piece in the front before you do this algorithm. So then the algorithm to put the yellow pieces on top, to orient these corners on top, is you want the yellow side on top. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up 2 times, right inverted. And then you might have to do that multiple times. So yellow corner in the front left, right, up, right inverted, up, right, up 2 times, right inverted. Then once you have this fish, which is my favorite, put the nose in the bottom left corner, have the tail going into the top right, then you make sure it's in the bottom left corner, then you only have to do this once or twice. Again, right, up, right inverted, up, right, up 2 times, right inverted. Then you bring the nose back down to the bottom left corner, right, right inverted, up, right, up 2 times, right inverted. So then that will solve you the yellow layer every time. It's the same algorithm for all the edges, you know. Just remember the bottom left corner. Make sure it's in the bottom left corner. Okay, now we are almost done with solving it. We just have 2 more steps left. So on this step you can have 2 situations. We're trying to get all these corners matched up correctly with their sides. So first you want to check if you have any of these corners that match. So these do not, these do not, these do not. but these do. So these two corners are matching. So we want to line them up with the correct side, so just move them over to the red side. And then you can have that case, or there is a case where they're all solved, in which case you're just going to go to the next video, or go to the next segment. Or there's a case where they're not solved, none of them at all. There's none solved on this cube. So in that case, you're just going to do the same algorithm as you do with it when they are solved. You're going to put the solved ones in the back if you have solved ones. And then to solve these two, you just flip-flop these two. It's right inverted, front, right inverted, back 2 times, right, front inverted, right inverted, back 2 times, right 2 times. And that will get all your corners aligned. You may just have to turn the cube once. Now there are also 2 cases for this last and final step. You are almost done, people. Last step. Okay, now this is going to, this algorithm will rotate the front 3 corners 1 to the right. So so it'll move this corner, this edge piece here, this edge piece here, and this edge piece back across to here. Now, so you can have a case where 3 of them are unsolved and 1 of them is, or you can have a case where they are all unsolved. There will never be 2 unsolved. It'll either be solved, 3 unsolved, or all 4 unsolved. So if you have all 4 unsolved, you're just going to do the same algorithm. Doesn't matter which side you put in the back. So the algorithm is, put the solved side in the back, right 2 times, up, right inverted, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, right inverted, up, right inverted. That should solve the cube if you do it once, or you may have to do it twice. So again, that algorithm is right 2 times, up, right inverted, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, right inverted, up, right inverted. Yeah, so right 2 times, up, right inverted, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, right inverted, up, right inverted. This will solve you the cube every time. There are no parodies. Congratulations, you guys did it. So, now, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, Hammer Clips, leave comments, leave suggestions on what else to do. I have a whole bunch of other great stuff I can solve for you. Thanks, and have a great day.